Or not good.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Priscilla Ashley, and I am a master seller with Direct Sellers. This is the Wine Warriors Getting Started Right call. And I am super excited to be hosting for you guys today. It is April 8th, 2017. And just want to give you a little background of myself. I don't know if you guys should put this on speaker view so you can hear, you can see me on the recording. I don't know how this thing is not working. Okay, anyway, I have been in direct sales for a little over 7 years. I don't really want to go into my past because I've been with direct sellers for 5 months now, and we're trying to focus on the future now and not looking at the past, because a lot of you on here already know my past anyway. But I've had success in other companies, not so much success in some, but in a couple others I've found success. And it came over here in November. Just started working my face off, became master seller in 20 days, and we'll go over what master seller means in a minute, but was super surprised to get a text from one of the owners of the company back in February telling me that I was going to be recognized on stage as one of the top 10 income earners in the whole company, which was crazy because I never ever thought I would be a top income earner in any company, because in our last company there was just so many people, it was almost unattainable. So just very excited to be a part of this team, which we have an amazing team. I'm just going to mute you, Nate. If you need to talk, you can unmute yourself. And want to give a shout out, since we're talking about Nate right now. Nate is one of my newer reps. He signed up, he signed up 12 days ago, and he became master seller, which is the top of the pay plan, in 11 days, you guys. He's been working his face off. Congratulations, Nate. I see some people clapping for you. You are awesome, and I know with the way that you are building your team is going to be duplicating what you do as well. So I have about 5 personally sponsored master sellers on my team, and we have 26 between myself and my sponsor. Jennifer O'Keefe is my sponsor, and we kind of keep everything together. So I have like a list of all of our master sellers. So it's pretty crazy how quickly this can duplicate. Master seller is 9 personally sponsored reps that you bring in. So it's not the people you're seeing placed under you. It's 9 people that you bring in, okay? And some of you guys know we have a contest going on right now for Aruba. It's a company-wide contest. It runs from April 1st through July 1st. And Nate is number 9 on that list right now. That's so awesome. So if you don't know about that contest, go in your back office, click contest leaders. There's a little tab you can click, and just super excited about that. Okay, so today we're going to talk about getting started right with your direct sellers business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. So if you have pen and paper, get ready to take some notes, and we will get started. Aw, everybody's congratulating you, Nate. I love it. Okay. All right, so you guys can see this. Before I start, I have to tell you guys what I normally do is I send out a welcome email to all of my new reps. Right when they sign up, they get a welcome email. They also get my 3-step invite script. Okay, I literally have that on my notes on my phone. Copied, pasted to my notes on my phone so that I can send it out whenever I need. Now, if you don't have that, you're not in my downline, you can go in the Wine Warriors team page and you can check out the files section. All of my information that I give my team is in the files section, and everybody can use it. So I would check there if you're not in my direct downline. Okay, so getting started right. This is just a checklist. Again, this is something that we send out to our team, and I try to do these within, I would say, 24 to 72 hours of them signing up. Now, we have these wonderful Saturday morning getting started right calls for you guys, so that's something that you guys can always send your team to as well. Okay, and also if they can't get on these, I have a video right here. I think this is Jen's video. I have a video on my YouTube as well, but Jen has one. My sponsor, she has one too that I added here because I think hers is more recent. Okay, if you don't have it yet, go purchase GoPro by Eric Worre. And it's spelled wrong here. It's W-O-R-R-E. Eric Worre, E-R-I-C, and then W-O-R-R-E. All of our scripts, everything that we have been using are made from this book. It's a simple system that duplicates. So this is something that everybody should be using and learning. Now, if you are someone who struggles with confidence, or you don't know anything about network marketing, or maybe you're having trouble in your marriage or your family, whatever it is, if you go look at, again, the files section of Wine Warriors, or if you're on my team, files section of Wine Boss, there is a personal development document that gives you a long list of personal development books that can help you with whatever you're struggling with. Okay, so success in network marketing is about teaching people how to do a few simple things and then duplicating. It's not about teaching them to do a lot of things. It's just keeping it simple. All right. Okay, so like I said, go purchase that book from Eric Worre. Now, when you first signed up, you should have gotten an email from corporate and telling you how to get into your back office, how to log in. If you have not yet changed your link, your direct sellers link, you log in to your direct seller site. I'm going to mute you, sorry. And you can click settings, it's on the right-hand side, and then club member settings. And at the very top, you're going to change your website link. And so you don't want it to say directsellers.com/your ID number. You want to make it, you know, like mine is just my last name. I don't know what you guys did, some of you who are on this call that have done this before. But you can make it whatever you want. As long as it's available, you can have it. Another thing you can do is you can go to GoDaddy and you can change. You can make a cute little name up, like mine. I have yes2wine.com, winelover123, wineboss.biz. I have a few cute domains that are forwarded to my direct sellers website. So you can do that as well. Okay, next, number 2, don't scream out on social media that I joined a wine business. You will scare away your friends. Share a picture of you holding a glass of wine, or maybe red and white wine. What I did, I had a red and white wine bottle, and I'm known for my smile, so I just smiled, and I said red or white, and it, red or white on the picture itself. And what that's going to do is that's actually going to give you guys your prospects. So again, if you have my 3-step invite, we're going to go over some invites down here, but my 3-step invite, instead of the step 1 is basically asking if they know anyone who likes wine, you're going to move into step 2 because you already know that they like wine because they commented on it, right? Okay. So number 3 is make a list of 50 to 100 people. Make a list of names. Now, this can be your warm market if you want. A lot of people say you need to go to your warm market, which is your friends and family or people that you know on Facebook. And Joe, this is Joe's Getting Started Right. This is his script right here. Hot market is your top 10 people in your life. The people who would bail you out of jail if you got arrested. Now you can do this. This is just his way of you getting it out there, and you say, get them on the phone. You say, you know, I've always loved wine and wanted to make a supplemental income. Would you be willing to help me out and role play so I can practice? And then you're going to use the invite process and the scripts, and basically you share with them. So you're talking to them and you're sharing with them what you're doing, and you might get someone interested just by doing that. There's no pressure on them because they were just acting as your role play partner. So that's a way you can reach out to people as well. Now, as far as reaching out to all of these people, if you don't feel comfortable with that part, I mean, you can simply shoot them a text, or, you know, maybe I should ask Nate right now. Nate, because he's one of my top guys. Nate, did you use the scripts, or did you just do your own thing?
No, I use the scripts. Evernote is definitely something I use a lot of, and a lot of it, like you said, is duplication. At times we have, you know, literally 15, 20 conversations going on at one time, and it's just duplicating each person and waiting for the response. 80% of the time, you really know what they're going to say back, so I already have the script ready to reply back to them. And the consistency following up with them too, I noticed worked very well too.
Exactly.
Scripts are very important. Scripts are very important.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you, Nate. Yes, the scripts are very important. So I'll just share with you guys, when I first started, I didn't know anything about this wine business. Joe and Tina Gonzalez are my upline. They're above Jen. And I listened to them. I said, okay, these guys know what they're doing. I knew them from our previous business. I'm going to listen to them. So they gave us what to say. I just followed it. And the end result is you want to get them on the phone, whether it is after they listen to my recorded call or they watch a video. The next step is getting them on the phone. We'll talk about that in a minute. It's number 4, use scripts, which is what we're talking about. Number 5, 3-way close with conference call sponsor call. So basically, your sponsor is going to get on the phone with you, especially in the beginning. I mean, obviously, I don't really do this anymore, but when I first started, you guys, I had 3 to 5 people a day on a call. Back then, Derek used to do calls like 5 times a day. I literally had people on calls all day long. And then after that, your sponsor is going to ask them, what did you like best about what you saw? Do you have questions for me? You wait for them to answer. So they answer you. You try to answer their questions. How much income would be meaningful to you and your family? Do you see yourself doing this? Are you ready to get started today? On a scale of 1 to 10, how interested are you? And just remember, if they're not interested, don't worry about it, because you're not in the convincing business. You want people who want to run with you. You don't want to have to convince someone to do this, because if you have to convince them to sign up, you're going to have to convince them to do the business. So if they're not interested, that's okay. I can guarantee they're going to continue watching you. They might just come back in a month, 2, 3, or 6. Who knows? I've had people say no to me, and then 2 months later, they're like, okay, I'm watching you. What is this all about? Tell me about it. So just remember, like, that consistency on Facebook and posting 3 times a day and posting about the business, a few times a week, like, that is very important so that you stay in front of your audience. Okay, number 6, create your own quick success story as quickly as possible. Get your investment back or share other successes on our team. So I'm just going to tell it again. Nate, signed up 12 days ago, made master seller, top of the pay plan in 11 days. That is a success story you guys can share. He's on our team. We have 7 out of the top 12 income earners in Wine Warriors. That is a success story that you can share. We have a very successful team. So if you haven't got your investment back yet, or you haven't, signed a few people up or whatever it is, Use other people's successes, and we have a lot of them that you can use. Number 7, repeat. Don't get frustrated. You know, I know it's very simple or very easy to get frustrated in this business because you're like, what the heck? How come all these people around me are doing all these things and I'm not seeing any success? Guess what? It takes time. It takes consistency. It's repeat, 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 so that people can see what's going on with you, and then they will come around and be like, they'll reach out to you. You'll find that. Well, if you are consistent in your daily activities, you will be seeing success yourself. The more comfortable you do this, the more comfortable you will get with it. Inviting 5 to 10 new people a day based on how fast you want to grow your business. Whether it's, you know, okay, maybe you don't want to be a top income earner in the company. Okay, so focus on inviting 5 new people a day. If you want to build this thing fast, focus on 10 or more a day, based on how fast you want to build. And follow up, just like Nate said, follow up is crucial. It can take 8 to 12 follow-ups for someone to say yes, you guys. Some of you are giving up after 2 times. That is not enough. Like, people need to see what you're doing. They need to hear the information. They need to watch you. Then they need to hear it again. Then it's like over and over and over. Nate's laughing at me right now because he probably understands what I'm saying. So don't give up after 2 times and think that, oh, they're not interested, because I guarantee you they are watching you. So we teach you this, you use the system, and you teach your people this system. And then you do it yourself for them. So it's, my husband, stop it. He's like, and so on, and so on. It's just very simple duplication. One of my girls, Jamie, just jumped on here. Jamie made Master Seller in 9 days. You know, it's just one of those things that's just very simple if you keep it simple. But if you guys go through this invite process and you start changing things around and you start adding your own information to it, guess what? It's going to get harder for you. So use what your upline has given you, and you guys will be fine. So here's my invite process, all here. These are obviously, you choose one. So do I need to go over this, or do you guys want, you and Nate, should I go over it with them? I can't hear you, hon.
Yeah, a little bit. If you want to just kind of go through it quickly. Okay.
So, step 1, it's very simple. This is just one of the ideas you can use. You talk to them first. Like, how's it going? How's your family? What have you been up to? Check their Facebook page so that you see what they're doing. Okay. Don't just go out and go, hi, do you like wine? Like, no. You want to like connect with them and see. It's called forming: family, occupation, education, message. So you check like how they're doing, what they're doing in their life, and you connect with them. And then you're going to ask them, hey, just random question. I was wondering if you know anyone that likes wine. Or here's one that we're using right now that I will give you guys, because I've actually changed step 1. Hold on. Hi, Jeannie.
Hello.
Okay, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm doing this wine thing now. It's so much fun. Would you have any interest in hearing about it if it wouldn't interfere with anything you have going on? I think you'd really enjoy it. Let me know. And then you stop and you wait for them to answer. Okay? You don't go on. Now, one of the things that I've noticed that some people do, and I'm just going to share this with you that I've had in the past, people will take this step 1, step 2, step 3, and they'll bulk it all together and send this big long message out. Don't do that. This is why it says here, wait for answer, okay? Here's another way you could also ask. Oh my God, I know you love wine. I had something exciting fall into my lap and I can't wait to tell you about it. So you've just piqued their interest, right? And then you wait for them to answer. Step 2, Great. If there was an opportunity for you to get your wine for free or make a supplemental income by drinking or sharing wine, would you be interested in learning more? And you wait for answer, okay? Or, I've had something fall into my lap and I thought of you. Could you stand to earn some extra money and get your wine for free? Question mark, wait for answer, okay? This one's a little longer than what I use, but step 3 is basically what I do is I will say the best way for me to explain this is to have you listen to a short recorded call or video, whatever you want to send them. It's about 15 minutes. When can you listen to it? Question mark. And then what you want to do before you send them the opportunity call or the video, you want to schedule that follow-up call. Okay, great. So if you're going to watch this video, can you talk at 10 o'clock today or 12 o'clock today? And you give them those options so that they can give you what they're going, when they're going to listen to it, and you're going to call them back. Okay, great. So I'm going to call you at this time after you listen to the call. And then step 4 is the follow-up. Again, you should have, if you're new, you should have your sponsor or your upline do the follow-up with you, okay? I don't want you guys, especially you newbies, you shouldn't be doing this yourself. If you don't have experience in this, you shouldn't be doing the follow-up yourself. I didn't even do it by myself. I had Joe do follow-up calls with me. Derek did follow-ups. Jen and I did them together for probably 2 weeks, and then I started doing them myself. But I have experience in this. So like I said, if you're new, get your upline to help you with this. And then you have the closing call here. And it says right here, if your prospect has questions, objections, and you feel like they could benefit from hearing from your upline, we have everyone listed here. If you're on my team, you have Jen O'Keefe, Tina, Joe Gonzalez, Derek and Sherry Leeser, Austin Zuloff. Those are all of our uplines from me up. So get your contact on the phone, make small talk and questions for their follow-up, and then you say, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get Priscilla on the phone. She's super successful with this opportunity. I always add in a little bit more since I have more experience now. I'm like, she's a top 10 income earner. She loves helping people make money from home. Hang on, let me see if I can get her on the phone. Just a minute, don't hang up. And then I 3-way my upline in. And that's it. And you introduce your upline and then you mute yourself on the phone. So the purpose of this call is for your upline to share with the prospect and get them closer to a yes. So that is your 5, well, this is a 5-step. In the Wine Warriors page, you guys will see that I have my 3-step in there, which I will update it for you with my, my new step 1, and you guys can use that. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now, and I'm going to open it up to questions. We have about, I would say, 20 minutes or so. I want us all to hop on the corporate call, which is at 12 p.m. Eastern. So I'm opening it up to questions. So if you have a question, please unmute yourself. You guys are so quiet. Hi, Boaz.
I have a question.
Hi, Jeannie.
Hi, how are you, Priscilla? I'm sorry, I missed the beginning of it.
You're good.
But I'll go back if you're taping it and listen to it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Tape it, yes.
Okay, I can get to the telephone call. Well, I can get to where to watch the video. And I say to them the same thing that you just said about, when can I get a hold of them, whatever. And they're not getting back to me, but they want to see the video. So I have 5 people today. Pam's going to be busy, so she said to get with you or Jen. But anyway, I've got these 5 people. What I'm going to do, I told them, since they didn't respond to me, I went ahead and sent it to them because they all were so excited and everything. And I probably should have waited. But I sent it to them and I said, I will follow up with you Saturday afternoon. And every one of them sent me like a thumbs up or something. So to me, that gave me not a specific time, but yes, do it.
Mm-hmm.
So what I thought I would do is call them. I'm sorry, I've been scrubbing my tub. I thought I would message them. Now, I was looking at Sherry's thing that she was doing with cold contacts, and she suggested messaging them. I don't know if it's the same messenger or not, if I go on my wine page, or should I just do it from my regular Facebook like I'm on the messenger now and just say, are you available for a call? I told you I follow up, blah, blah, blah. Are you available for a call? And then go maybe into it that way, or do you have a better suggestion for me to do that?
I would give them 2 options to do a call with you. And don't say get on the call. Just say, can I call you at this time or this time? You don't ever want to tell them that your upline's going to be on the call because it just kind of scares them away.
Exactly.
I learned this in my last business. Yeah, it'll just scare them away. Like, I wouldn't mind because I've been in this business, but if they've never done this business before, they're probably going to get scared off. So can I call you at this time so I can answer your questions? You know, give them 2 options and then leave it alone. And, you know, I mean, people are people and they get busy, and this isn't on the top of their brain like it is ours, right?
Right.
So, you know, the more people you have in play, the less frustrated you're going to get with it. So that's my advice. And you guys, there are tons of scripts and ideas in Wine Warriors, and you can get lost. You can. You know,
I feel that way because I feel like I've tried to stay with you and Pam and our group, but then of course I listened to Derek, you know, and then not him, Austin, and then I've listened to this one and listened and look. I'm like you. I need to get one and stick to it because I'm confusing myself.
Right.
And then when they ask a question, like one of them said that wanted me today, well, I can't afford it right now, so I'm going to tell her about joining the wine club and going up that way. But I haven't done that yet. But it's just like you sit there and you search and search and search back and forth on not Eventbrite, but
Facebook.
No, the green where we keep our files, Evernote.
Oh, okay.
And I've got everything in Evernote, and I'm like jumping back and forth, and I'm like, and I even printed them and put them in plastic, and I'm still like, okay, which one do I've already said that, I can't say that. So
okay,
yeah, you can get very confused.
There is an objections. I think I posted it in Wine Boss.
I printed that, yes.
Okay, so there is I can't afford it. There's an objection to that.
Okay.
I would check that out. Yeah, you guys, there's objections, overcoming objections. Again, that's all from Eric Worre. So it's something, if you haven't gotten that book, I would get that book. Go ahead, Nate.
All right, so do we still have time real quick if you want to go over kind of how we build legs and why it's important that we build legs and kind of how that part works?
Sure. So it doesn't really matter where you guys came in at because everybody has to build their legs. There are people in this business who, you know, might have a super strong leg and then they just have to build the other leg out. Or like myself, I've gone back and forth from my legs because my weak leg has now become my strong leg. And so you have to, you know, if you're building for income, then obviously you need to build out that leg. So when you come in, you want one person on the side that your sponsor is building, and then you want to build out the other leg, your quote unquote weak leg. And that is because once you get to master seller, you're going to earn 20% off that weak leg volume. Just an example, this week I earned over almost $1,500 just off the weak leg volume itself. So that's crazy because it took me over 3 years to make $1,000 a week in my last business. So here we are. I think I did it week 6 here. And that is because all I did was focus on that other leg. Now, let's say you came in and, you know, obviously your sponsor puts you on that weak leg because that's where they're building. Well, if nobody under you is doing anything, then unfortunately, until people start doing something, you have to kind of go back and forth, you know. So it just kind of depends at the timing. And right now is a great time. Everybody's should be seeing something coming in because of the contest. You know, whenever the company puts out a contest, you're going to see your volume go up because people are like, oh my gosh, I want to go on that. I want to do this. And I want to win that. You know, Austin's giving away some 5 tickets to, I think he's giving away 5 tickets to some conference for network marketing professionals in April and in May. So the top 5 point earners in those months are going to earn that. So does that answer your question about the legs?
I
Okay.
kind of want to know a little bit about that. Like, so what you're saying is because I joined just under Nathan and he's placed people under me. So that's the weak leg. And then I need to build the other leg.
No, that's your strong leg that he's placed under you. So then you're going to build the other leg. But you do need one person on his leg because you have to be binary qualified. I should have said that in the beginning. To be binary qualified for the binary system, you need one on one leg and one on the other.
So I need to get somebody under me without his help.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll still absolutely, I can still absolutely help you too, though. Still.
Okay. How do you make money from each leg then? How did you say that?
So if you're going to earn up to 20% off of your weak leg volume, it starts when you have 2 people. It's 6% on that leg, that your weak leg, and then you're just going to build from there. So once you get, like, he has 9 or 10 people right now, so he's earning 20% off of his weak leg.
So if you put 3 under me, correct, Nathan?
But they're not your they're not yours. Like, those are his.
Okay,
so you need what we call personally sponsored.
Okay.
So you're still going to benefit from that volume, but you need your own people that you bring in.
Yeah, you're still gonna benefit off of that. You're still gonna get benefit off the volume from that leg too, but you still wanna build your leg. So you know your leg will be the weakest leg, but you're gonna build it up, so you're making a lot of volume off. You're making a lot of money off that weak leg.
So I have a friend who wants to do an event right now. How do I get more than the 4 bottles of wine if I need to?
You go in your back office, and I think it's orders, my orders, and then hold on, let me look really quick, because I haven't really ordered extra wine yet.
It is orders.
Orders.
Yeah, so I actually, because we kind of decided that we were going to have a launch party, and we put an invite out for our launch party, and immediately got like 35 people saying they're coming. So we went on our back office to just go to orders, and then the cases, as long as you signed up as a premier customer with the $500 package, the cases are like $150 each.
As an elite, yeah. So you click orders and then place order. And then you can choose if you need 2 bottles or 4 bottles or a case.
Is there a certain amount of people you plan per bottle?
Oh, wait, you can also, what?
Is there, like 1 bottle of wine, is there a certain amount of people that you plan per bottle?
I don't know.
Because you just don't,
Nate,
I'm sorry, you don't just open the bottle and let them have it. You just give them samples.
Yeah, 1 to 2 ounces per tasting for whatever you're doing. Nate, you just did a tasting. Can you share with that? We have about 10 minutes left.
It was so fun.
Yes, it was fun. Stacy was actually the host of the party, and she joined after the party. It was a big success. Stacy's going to be a rock star. I'm very excited about her. But so, anyways, at Stacy's event, we had, Stacy, how many people were at your event?
I think 15.
15 people, and I went through 6 bottles, and that was with the people that enrolled. I gave them a full glass of wine to take a picture with at the end.
Yay!
So anyway, so we went through about 6 bottles total. So, but we also had 3 individuals enroll. So, and a lot of other prospects following that too. So
Very good. Sounds like a lot of success there.
Is there something on the back office that tells us how to do that?
Honestly, I don't know. Oh, you guys, if you go to risingstartraining.com, Austin has information about hosting a wine tasting party and a checklist and everything that you should do for a wine tasting. Risingstartraining.com.
Okay.
Again, all of this is in your welcome email. You guys can totally copy and paste my welcome email and send it to your reps as well.
Real quick before we go, if you could take just a second and kind of just talk for the new people that are on the call, just talk about the amount of success that we're seeing, especially with the number 1 and 2 income earners, and just the volume that this business is bringing in, and how unique we are versus, you know, other companies and things like that.
Whew,
Quick.
I don't really know. That's hard to say because yes, the number 1 income earner is our upline. But I'm not on his leg, so I don't really see volume from him. We are under Tina and Joe Gonzalez. They are our upline. So that's who I see volume from. But that being said, again, it doesn't really matter where you're placed because you still have to build your business, you know. In my last company, I was on a dead leg. I didn't get volume from my upline. They stopped building after 2 years. So for 4.5 years, it was just me building my business. And I have never seen the kind of volume that is being generated in this business because it's newer. People are excited. It's wine. It's simple to share. I have an opportunity script that I use, and you guys are welcome to it. I think it's even posted in the Wine Warriors and my Wine Boss page. Basically, it's Derek's call that Jen and I recreated. Just made it kind of sound more like us instead of, you know, someone else, obviously. But this has been the easiest thing for us to share as far as, like, you know, it's not skincare, it's not health and wellness, it's not weight loss, or makeup. It's just so much easier to share. More people are jumping on board because it's wine, and everyone loves wine. One of my girls, Jamie, she's on right now, and she is a very successful real estate agent, and she has a real estate MP3 that she recorded. And it's very, very good. If you guys have, you know, real estate people, you can let us know and we'll give you that recording. But as far as volume goes in this business, both my legs are pretty even, but I've been building strongly. I've been building hardcore since I started. You know, I think I brought in over 20 people in my first month, and I just continued to grow from there. So, no matter where you're placed in the business, you need to just really focus on you and what you want out of this business. Do you want to make, you know, $1,000 a week? Do you want to make $5,000 a week? Whatever it is that you want to do, you have to focus on you, and don't worry about what's going on up above you.
Quick question.
I also seen a question on here that someone asked: what happens if two reps throw a party together? What typically have you seen them work out? Like, do they split all the new enrollments half and half, or how do you usually do that?
I mean, that's what I would say to do. That would only be fair. I personally haven't. I've only hosted one party, and it's been with my team. They just showed up. So for me, what I always say now, that was a lesson learned for me, was if you're coming to a wine tasting that I'm hosting, you have to bring at least one guest. And if you are a rep and you are coming, then obviously your customer is going to sign up under you. So it kind of depends on how you're promoting your party, what you're doing. If you're promoting on Evite or on Facebook and people are coming because they're, you know, local to you, there's also a neighborhood app you can also use. But yeah, you guys would have to work that out between you. Now, if you guys are throwing the party together and you are splitting the cost of the party, because let's be honest, these parties can get a little expensive, then yeah, I think it would be fair for you guys to split the signups. So, but if it's your friend I mean, obviously you want your friend under you, right? So you guys have to really, be professional and work that out between you guys. Does that help?
Quick.
Okay, yes, quick question.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Okay. Question.
Someone else had a question?
Me?
Yes.
Jeannie? Okay, when you have a Facebook page and then we all have a like page, or are you making a second Facebook page for your wine name? What are we doing there? Because I don't know whether I've been referring everybody to my Facebook page, but Sherry was saying in one of her things to draw them to your specific like page. Mine's on the edge, but anyway, do I do Jeannie Sladko and direct everything through that, or once they start talking to me about the wine, do I switch over to the other page, or what? Can you give us any indication on that? Do we have any time, or maybe send something out to us later and talk about it?
Well, here's my take on that. It's kind of hard for me to explain that to you guys. Jen, my upline, myself, Sherry, all of us above you guys, we've all had previous success with network marketing. So we kind of have a following, and a lot of them already had a like page that was, had a lot of likes or had people following it. My take on that is, right now, why would you go and start a whole new page and have to bring everybody over to that page?
I don't. I have a Beachbody page, so that's where I was trying to use.
Right. The only reason you would do that is if you have a huge following over there and you can get them over there. But my thing is, I do most of my business on my regular page because I have like 3,000 people on that page. Why wouldn't I? That's me. Now, if you're going to run ads and try to get people that way or boost a post, then you would want to do your like page. So it's kind of like there's a fine line between it. My sponsor, Jen, has like 20,000 people that have on her like page. So it makes sense for her to do business on that page, right? Because she's not going to have many people on her regular page. But I do not recommend that someone brand new in this business go and create a like page and try to get all these people over there. Your friends are on your regular Facebook page. You just have to be very careful with not always posting about the wine. You want to make it about your life and sprinkle in the wine.
Right, because I don't want to turn off all my church non-drinkers that really don't want to, anything to do with it.
Right. I have church people on mine too. And to be honest with you, if they don't like you, they can unfollow you. They don't like it.
That's true. Yeah.
This is the way I look at it. These people are not paying my bills. So I honestly, I don't care what they think. I don't. I mean, I'm very heavily, serve at my church. I don't work. I serve at my church. I'm very active in my church. I help out all the time. If they don't like what I'm doing, oh well, Jesus drank wine. So what are they going to say? We're not getting drunk. We're not getting people drunk. We're not promoting alcoholism. So if they have,
that's what I tell them. I'm selling a membership to a club. I'm not selling the wine. I'm not distributing the wine.
No.
But they think, one lady asked me yesterday, is there anything you sell besides wine? And I said, well, yes. And I told them about whatever else I did. But I said, I'm not selling wine. And I explained that to her.
It's okay. You know what? Not everybody's going to be your customer. It's okay.
That's true. That's true.
So don't let it get to you. And you're doing good. You're handling that very well. For others that don't know how to handle that, that's where the personal development comes in. If you're not reading something or listening to some audio for personal development, you're going to fail because you have to have your mind right. So when people come at you like what Jeannie's experiencing, it's not going to affect how you build your business. Because you really need to really think about it. Like, you know what? My bills. So, I don't really care what you think. And it took me a long time to feel that way, you guys. I used to really care what people thought about me. I did. And through my last company and doing this, it's like you just really have to get your mind right. Any other questions? Because I really want you guys to hop on this call. Yes, Jennifer.
For all the new people out there who want the GoPro book, if you go to networkmarketingpro.com, You just type in your email address, and all you do is pay shipping and handling. They'll send you one for free.
Perfect.
Why
Oh, I paid $6 on Amazon for mine.
I think the shipping and handling is about that much, but it's easier whenever you sign somebody up and they're like, well, I don't want to have to buy a new book or whatever. It's like, just pay shipping and handling. Like, it's a couple bucks, and so it's super easy.
That's not
What's
bad.
just
Even maybe the library might have it.
Maybe,
Yes,
yeah, but you could get it
may.
for free. So I think that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Hey,
Can
real
you
quick,
post- Can
real
you
quick
post
before
on
we
the
go.
Wine Warriors real quick, that link?
Jennifer, can you do that for us?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put it on the Wine Warriors page.
Awesome. Another really good book that I love for new people is How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business. It's by Sarah Robbins. That is a great book. Yeah, Jennifer's saying thumbs up. For new people, she gives you scripts in there. She doesn't talk about her business at all. She's like a millionaire in her business. And that book is great for newbies. How to Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins.
Okay. Thank you for doing this. I appreciate it. We need
You're
these.
welcome. Julie, you had a question. Oh, wait, let me unmute you. Oh, whoops.
No, wait.
Go ahead.
I have a question. Okay, I have a quick question, and it's not so much about building. It's about, so for instance, I sponsored a new girl. She's super great, and I sent her everything that Trey sent me, you know, the training and everything. I literally duplicate like everything he gave me. I don't even like add any. I just, you know, I keep it super simple. However, what do you guys do as you guys are like, you know, develop leaders and stuff with somebody who just like, she immediately created a Facebook page and named it Winetopia. And I asked her, please don't, you know, like, don't do that. Go through the training, watch. And like, I already feel like, and it's been such a short time that like she's running in the totally opposite direction.
Mhm. Yep.
And that's like my first part. And then the second part is, how do you, because she's a cold prospect. So how do you turn her into, I don't know how to say it. This is gonna like keep her out of like the friend zone. Does that make sense? Like, I want to be your friend, obviously, but I want to build my business. So like 552 Facebook messages about it being cold at baseball is hard. It's overwhelming to me. Like, it's so, like, I'm at baseball too. I'm freezing. I know. Like it's snowing. I'm at soccer. I know.
Is she on this call?
Is she
Does
on
that
this
make
call?
sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. The first question that you asked me was, you know what, when people go and they create a new Facebook page, that's another thing. I mean, I just said it. Why would you create a new Facebook page when you have all of your friends over here? You're going to make it that much harder for yourself to build a business. So, I mean, it sounds like you just have to be very blunt with her. And I know, like, she's a cold prospect and everything. Nate's laughing at me. Do you have some? Do you want
Because it works. Because you know, some people need that. I'd rather you be straight up with me and be blunt with me, and tell me exactly what's going on, what's right, what's wrong. Teach me the system up front the first time, so I can be successful the first time. I don't want to go through trial and error. That's why I joined underneath you, because you went through that already. Right. So you're going to help me not have to go through that and be just as successful as you are. So it's funny because I actually, you know, went through that kind of same thing, but they'll come around. Just be honest with them, be upfront with them. They may be upset kind of for a minute or be butthurt, I call it, but they'll get over it. They'll come around and they'll see your success. They're watching you. They're watching you big time. So
You see
absolutely.
him, he is such a talker.
It's true though. It's so true.
Well, and then the other part of your question is she keeps sending you 52 Facebook messages. You need to cut that down. You need to be like, look, have you gone through Rising Star training? And if you have gone through it, why have you not seen success? Are you changing things around? Are you not doing what Austin teaches us to do? RisingStarTraining.com. RisingStarTraining.com. And that's my thing too. Like if Austin used to sell that training for $3,000 to people, we get it for free. There's a ton of training on there. Again, you can get lost. Do steps 1, 2, and 3. There is a YouTube training. There's all these others. Oh, what I wanted to say really quick before we go, 2 minutes. Please do Facebook Lives. I know some of you guys are nervous and don't want to do Facebook Lives, but that's how Nate found me, on my Facebook Live. Right, Nate? That's how you found me, was watching one of my Facebook Lives back in December.
Yeah,
Nate has been like waiting to join me for 3 months. Can you imagine where he would have been 3 months ago? Oh my gosh.
I know.
That would have been
Mine's
crazy.
tonight. My first one's tonight. Going Facebook Live tonight for the first time.
I know you guys get scared about being on camera and everything, but right now, Facebook Live is where everybody sees what you're doing. Now, so Facebook Live is the one way people see you, and it gets at the top of the news feed. Pictures are next. YouTube videos, I think, are third, and then your regular old post is fourth. So if you want to be seen by your friends and your prospects, do a Facebook Live. Whether it's a box opening, whether it's talking about the wine that we have, sharing the notes, the tasting notes that we have, sharing what success that you have on your team. And it doesn't have to be your personally sponsored. It can be our team, our whole team as a whole. Wine Warriors, Wine Boss, whatever it is that you have. Some of you are on Trey's team. Talk about the success you're seeing there. You know, I'm number 4 on the contest right now. Trey's number 5. Like, you guys have some amazing leaders on your team. Share that. How long does it take to get the wine? It takes 14 business days or so from your first time, your first order, and then it's around 7 to 9 days after that. Okay, guys, it's 8:55. I'm gonna hop on the corporate call. Let me give you that number right now so you can all call in. The corporate call is every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern. That number is 712-770-4340. And the code is 323659. If you have not yet signed up to get text reminders or email reminders, you go to your back office under settings, and it will give you an option to turn on the text reminders and the email reminders. Settings and club member settings. And that's where you'll get an email reminder and a text reminder from corporate saying direct sellers live conference call. These are my text reminders. I don't know if you could see it. And it gives you, they send it to you, so you're reminded every time we have a call. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
You're very welcome, and we'll see you on the Wine Warriors page. Have a great day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.